Cancel culture doesn't exist. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Jordan, what do you mean cancel culture isn't real? I see it every day on social media. Therein lies the problem. You are on social media. You guys have to understand that social media is not reality. Okay, the things that you see on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok, those things are not real. People are showing certain aspects of their lives. They're showing the top 0.001% of their lives. Everybody's perfect on social media. Everybody is perfect on social media, which is precisely why people feel so comfortable putting other people down. Because when people expose their own insecurities, they expose their own flaws, they no longer have the leverage, the social leverage to talk down on anyone. Because people will always bring up the things that they've done or said in the past. You see, one thing that I've learned is spreading negativity doesn't really get you anywhere. And cancel culture is pretty much people spreading negativity not only for the sake of spreading negativity, but for the sake of masking their own insecurities. It's all a facade. It's all an illusion. It's the same thing as bullying. Bullying doesn't actually exist, believe it or not. And I know what you're probably thinking. Jordan, I've been bullied my whole life. I get that. Okay, I've been bullied in the past as well. But what I've realized is you can't take those things personally because bullies are only spreading hate because that's all they have to give. You guys have to understand that this is all illusory. Social media gives people a platform to do that at a level that we have never seen before. It enables groupthink. It facilitates groupthink. It expedites groupthink such that people are able to come together to put one person down to mask the fact that they're miserable with their own lives. Now, in addition to that, you guys need to understand that because of social media, because we have constant access to new information every single day, every single moment of every single day, we have short-term memories. Well, I guess not we, because I'm not on social media, but the vast majority of people have very short-term memories. This is why cancel culture doesn't exist. Somebody gets canceled, and then 2 weeks later, somebody else gets canceled. And then 2 weeks later, somebody else gets canceled. If you get canceled in this day and age, if you get canceled in 2022 or beyond, you didn't get canceled. You did not get canceled. You got reprimanded. Now, I'm not here to enable the things that some of these people do. Some of the things that these people do, and when I say these people, I'm referring to the people who have been canceled. Some of the things that these people do, inexcusable, out of pocket. Out of pocket. For example, R. Kelly. There's nothing to justify what he did. But with that being said, I do see a lot of double standards on the internet. For example, the same people who say cancel R. Kelly is over, so on and so forth, the same people who consciously stopped listening to his music are in the car jamming King Von, YNW Melly, TK, people who have actual bodies on their resume. I'm not trying to talk down on King Von's name, RIP to him, but basically, man, people have these double standards for certain acts, for certain things that they do. For example, saying the N-word, being racist. People think that being racist is worse than taking somebody's life, which is crazy to me. It's crazy. And it's crazy to them too, deep down. They know that they're wrong for that. They know that it doesn't make sense. But they're so caught up in their own insecurities that their judgment is clouded. Their cognizance is clouded. They can't think straight. They can't judge with objectivity. Okay, everything is ran through the filters of their own subconscious perceptions about themselves. This is all cancel culture is. It's people projecting their insecurities. They're projecting their insecurities, their lack of self-worth onto other people who are placed on a proverbial pedestal that they never asked to be on, more often than not. Now, another thing that I want to talk about is separating the art from the artist. This is a very polarizing topic amongst a lot of people. And I feel like as somebody who is a creative, okay, I have published a book and I'm currently working on number 2 and number 3 right now. And I'm also a YouTuber, of course. What I've realized is that oftentimes the art and the artist are completely separate. I know in my case, I'd be bent if you think that I'm writing 100 poems in 1 month with my own mind. The inspiration that I use to make my books is beyond my jurisdiction. It comes from beyond my mind. It's from a divine place. Now, this isn't a conversation about religion or spirituality. That's something that I talk about in other videos. But basically, man, cancel culture doesn't exist because you can't cancel the art. Because the art doesn't come from the person who made it. It comes through the person who made it. So for example, R. Kelly. If you tell yourself, I'm not going to listen to his music because of something that he did, that doesn't make sense. Okay, you're not canceling the artist, you're canceling divine. You're canceling the divine powers that worked through him. Now, me personally, I don't believe in that. Me personally, I'm gonna listen to whatever the hell I want because I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna still listen to I Believe I Can Fly with my windows down. I don't wanna listen to the cover. I don't wanna listen to the cover. I'm gonna listen to the original version on Apple Music or Spotify because that's what I wanna listen to. It's a good song. Why would I deprive myself of the art that worked through that person just because of the things that that person did? It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. Cancel culture doesn't make sense. A lot of things these days do not make sense because of social media, because people act their emotions out because they don't know how to process their emotions properly. They have all of this pent up trauma and resentment and anger toward themselves. They believe that they're inadequate. They believe that they're insufficient. Therefore, they believe that everyone else should believe that they're insufficient and inadequate as well. When you hate yourself, you assume that everyone else hates themselves as well. And when they don't, it bothers you. And that's when you start going 5 years back on somebody's Twitter, trying to find any dirt that you can for the sake of bringing them down and the illusion of bringing yourself up for your 5 minutes of relevancy. Okay, nobody cares, man. Nobody cares about what these celebrities were tweeting 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Nobody genuinely cares about these things. They pretend like they care because they hate themselves. Cancel culture does not exist. A few years ago, my favorite artist, Daniel Caesar, got canceled for saying that people should be nicer to his white friend. A lot of people, they think that you can't be racist to white people. You can't be racist to anyone who's not black. Now look, you can bring up the dictionary definition all you want. I'm not going to argue that. But what I will say is that even if you're not being racist, you're still a shitty person. If you're putting other people down, you're a shitty person all around. Okay? You putting other people down for the sake of your own benefit is not only illogical, but it's unsustainable. Hence the short-term memory. Okay, the short attention spans. Cancel culture only lasting 2 weeks at a time. You can't get canceled. There's nothing that you can do to get canceled in real life. Unless you're incarcerated. If you're in prison, then you got canceled. That is cancel culture in real life, in the real world, where you actually lose some of your freedoms. Losing an endorsement deal, that's not being canceled. Being incarcerated is being canceled. Now I know somebody's gonna try to cancel me for this video. Please do so. They say that all publicity is good publicity, and I agree. So go ahead and cancel me. Go ahead and cancel me, because what you guys don't understand is that when you cancel somebody, you are helping them propel their career. You're helping them elevate themselves to the next level. You're turning into one of their stepping stones. Canceling people does not work. You can't cancel somebody. Especially, bro, some of you guys are in your mid to late 20s or beyond trying to cancel teenagers. Make that make sense. Imagine trying to cancel somebody younger than you for mistakes that they're making that you probably made as well. You might not have made the same mistakes, but you have your shit. Everyone has their shit. Everyone has stuff that they wish they could take back. Things that they said that they wish they could take back. Things that they've done that they wish they could take back. But instead of forgiving yourself for the things that you've done, you take it out on other people because that makes you feel better in the moment. But deep down, you're still in pain. You're still in pain. And not only that, but your pain is growing. Your inner self-perception of inadequacy is getting stronger and stronger as you project it further and further. You're expanding that negative energy. And guess who reaps the rewards of that? You do. Not the person getting canceled. Okay, you reap the rewards, the negative rewards, the drawbacks, the cons. You reap what you sow. And when you sow seeds of negativity, when you sow seeds of hatred, when you sow seeds of cancel culture, you're canceling yourself. You are canceling yourself. We live in a society, and I hate using that phrase, man, but we live in a society full of hypocrisy. Full of hypocrisy, man. Where people are so afraid to look within that they find any and everything wrong with anyone else as a substitute. And I'm going to share something with you that one of my subscribers told me that has really, really stuck with me ever since. Nobody will ever hate you more than they hate themselves. This is why I don't take hate comments personally anymore. I don't take negativity personal anymore. Because guess what? For somebody to take the time out of their day to consciously spread negativity to somebody else, they must be in a very, very low place. A very low place. For somebody to take the time out of their day to go 5 to 10 years back on somebody's Twitter, you have to be in a very, very dark place in your life. Okay, and I genuinely wish and hope that you find the peace that you're seeking. But you're not going to find it through cancel culture. You're not going to find it by putting other people down. You're not going to find it by bullying other people. And the crazy thing is, man, like I said, this is only on the internet. This is only on the internet. You guys can cancel me all you want, but I know that if any of you saw me in person, it's, oh, hey, Jordan Green, man, I love your videos. Fuck out of here, bro.